I know that shoe like Ginobili. My OGs go hard like Kobe. Go hard in the paint like dribbling in the paint. Can't tell me this calling. Top pick, she roll, I'm scoring. My nigga, we the go to stay warrior. Retire, shoot it like Jordan. Stay happy like I'm Jordan. Cause I'm ballin'. I'm ballin' like I'm MVP.
Hey, it's your boy Bzell, host of the Next2Flex Podcast. I'm here with Miss Debbie, the mom, the myth, the legend, COO. She has so many titles, so many hats, but I'm gonna let you introduce yourself for the people.
He said all of them.
Okay.
I'm just Debbie.
Just
Debbie. Yeah. But thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm glad. I met you with the Roadrunners, so I have to shout out them.
Yeah,
them like my little bros, man. They some good guys, man, doing a podcast. I met you through them, and I saw the conversation you had with them, and I was like, yo, this woman right here, she making some moves around here, you know.
I'm trying.
You know, so let's find out a little bit about you. This is gonna be a conversation. You feel me? It's not gonna be no interview. It's a conversation. You know. So who is Miss Debbie?
I'm a boss lady, you know, but I'm still a woman, heavy on that, because people get that mixed up a little bit. Like you just, and I'm not. I'm a big crybaby. I'm softy too, but I'm a boss, you know. I love what I do in the music industry. I've been doing it for 15 years, but I'm a homebody too, like real bad. Like I like being at home. I like just cooking and chilling for real, like family and friends. I'm not really an outside person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like on a basic Friday night, what's your ideal Friday night?
If I'm not in the studio, I'm probably in the house.
In the house.
Yeah.
In the house. Okay.
Yeah. Heavy on that. I'm in the house always, though, for real. If I'm not working, and that's my problem, because it's like work and home. I don't have nothing in the middle.
Oh, okay. So do you have any kids?
I do. I have 2 boys.
2 boys.
Yeah. 3 and 12.
3 and 12. So, okay, let me ask you this, because I have a few children, okay?
Oh.
Okay, so with that being said, I have one that's like with that age difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the age gap.
Yeah, that way. And so how is their relationship?
The older one, kind of like, because I don't treat him like he has to raise him. He's excited to be a big brother when it's time to be one.
Oh, wow.
You know, yeah. So it's not like, oh, he get on his nerves or nothing like that. He really look at him like they honestly don't pay each other no mind.
Okay. So they got their own thing going on.
They got their own thing going on. But when the older one, when he's with him though, you know, like I trust him more than I trust anybody around my son.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's responsible.
He's hella responsible to be 12. Yeah. He's like 16 for real.
Oh, wow.
Mentally. Yeah.
Oh, man. So let me ask you this. This is something, I'm not going to say left field, but, you know, being a mom of 2 boys, 2 boys, do you want any more kids?
No, I don't.
No more?
No. If I'm married and my husband says, I want us to have a family together, you know, I accept what you have, whatever. I accept what he has, and he wants to really build that family unit, I would absolutely do it again for my husband.
So would you take a man with children?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I care about the relationship with the mother.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So there's levels to what I would take and accept.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't believe in like toxic relationships, or that the only way you can have a good relationship is if theirs is bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would want the person to have a healthy co-parenting relationship, but if they don't have that, I'd rather you not have one at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck her.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got you. So let's take it back to the early days of Miss Debbie.
Yeah.
You know, let's take it back to like.
Yeah. Young Deb.
Yeah. The young Deb.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's take it back to a 15, 16-year-old.
Oh, God.
How if you can go back and talk to your 15 and 16-year-old Deb today, what would you tell her?
I would tell my younger self to, if it seems uncool, to do it. Everything I did or thought was cool sucks. It honestly, like when you get older, you realize it's just loser shit. You know,
so I agree.
I would have just told myself to do all the uncool things. Been a valedictorian, Would have been cheerleader, just participated and stuff. I didn't participate in anything in high school, literally.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Okay.
And I wish I did, which is probably why I don't care the same way like the Roadrunners guys do.
Oh.
I don't have the same attachment.
To the school?
At all. To the school, to the people, to the time in my life, nothing.
Oh. So you were a Clipper?
I went to Oxon Hill, yes.
Okay. Oxon Hill.
I would have been a Clipper if I would have participated.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? But I really went into school to just be somewhere else besides home. I didn't have the mindset that my kid is able to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about motherhood.
Mm-hmm.
First time you became a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that experience.
That was so, you're the first person to really ask me that. That was rough because my son father was like, yeah, I don't want this kid. Like, don't do it. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, all right, bet. I'm going to do it, but I just want to involve you. And I really didn't I didn't give him a picture, a baby shower update, a sonogram photo.
Nothing.
I didn't tell him when I went into labor. I didn't do any of that. Our relationship is 1,000% different now. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I knew I was ready, mentally, and it was something that I needed personally for myself because I wasn't in the best place. I was 26?
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I was 26.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it helped me grow up, if I didn't have my son, who knows what I would have still been doing at that time, but I needed it.
So at that time, did you have a passion for music or anything at that time?
Yeah, so I started doing music young. And at that time, my son's father, we were already doing music together, which is why he didn't want to pursue any of that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, don't want to do what he wanted to do, whatever at the time. But I was definitely doing music then. I was, I think I was doing DC Tell All Media at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, which was my blog turned radio show.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't call it podcasting back then like you guys now. Yeah, it was radio show.
Yep, a radio show.
Yeah, but I was definitely doing music. Yeah, and I went right back to it. We're talking about he was still in the bassinet. I went right back to it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this: How did music fall in your lap?
My brother.
Your brother.
My brother. He's 3 years older than me. Let me tell you something. If it's one person on this planet that I know genuinely loves me, it's my brother. Our relationship, I love my brother to death. And he could rap his ass off for real. He was rapping at the time, but I was getting family to come out, selling tickets for him. At the time I was underage. I was minor. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm I'm promoting him, not even knowing what it is. I think I'm just helping my brother. Mm-hmm. But my brother, he was in and out of jail. A lot. And then he just was fuck that shit. Fuck the rap. A lot of them do. I always say the most talented artists are in the basement somewhere. Mm-hmm. They're not on these platforms. They're somewhere not rapping, unfortunately. He was talented as hell. But I started with my brother when I was very young. And it just kind of rolled out the red carpet for me until I met Trell. But that was several years later. I was, I think 17. 18 maybe when I was helping my brother. I met Trell when I was 22. Yeah, and it's just been on the gas ever since then.
So how did that happen?
I was coming back from off a cruise with my cousin, right?
Okay.
And we had stayed in Miami after the cruise, went to the club. Y'all know Live in Miami. Oh, yeah. We went to Live that night and I had saw Greg and Muhammad and Trey. Mm-hmm. So I knew them before I knew Trell. Just actually had met them through Tabby, we're doing stuff with Tabby back then and everything. Okay. And when I had saw them, they invited me to come over to a session. We in another city, Those my big brothers, by the way. They own Sycamore Oak, they in the museum stores, all that stuff. They got all that good shit going on. So when I went over there, Trell was just there. He was just cool as shit. I didn't really know him like that. He was an addition too. But his manager at the time, I really just talked to them throughout the night, not much, and kept in touch. And then I had found out when I got back to DC that it was this whole rap world going on that I was not introduced to because I knew Go-Go and I knew Tabby Bonet and I knew Wale. That was all I knew.
You didn't know about the hip hop scene or any of that?
No, because it wasn't as vibrant as it is now. You had 6 people who people really knew about, which I would put Booby and them in there. But outside of that, it was Trell and them was something so different at that time. There was nobody looking like Trell. that was coming from here, just the shirt off, like they didn't give a fuck.
Mhm.
You know, so but I got my start when their producers asked me to manage the Slutty Boys. So I used to blog about them all the time. The DC Tell All Media, my blog, I used to just blog. It's like, why don't you get on board and come manage? And yeah.
Yeah, I had a event one time. It was Rated for Radio. Was it Rated for Radio event? And the Slutty Boys came out. They came. Some of them came.
Mhm.
It was pretty cool, man. Got to chop it up with them.
Good times.
Yeah, I used to do a little bit with the music myself, you know, here and in Atlanta, of course, you know. So coming back here, I was like, I knew doing music here for a little bit, I knew it was a little bit behind where I was. And so my thing was, when I came back here, I wasn't touching music. I didn't want to do it. It had turned me off in Atlanta, and I was very successful with it as far as, some of the people you see on TV, I was dealing with stuff like that, but it ended abruptly, and I just came home per se. I never, 2 weeks before I came back here, I never had any idea that I was coming back here. You know what I mean? And when I came back here, and then I was like, I fell off in the studio because my man was like, come rapping. And I was like, man, I don't even, you know, even when I was in Atlanta for the last few years, I wasn't rapping. I had artists. Behind the scene, I had studios, all that. So what happened was I went to the studio, and then I started hanging with the Landover guys. And then I started getting that itch. I was like, you know what? Let me do this. Then I said, man, I'm gonna throw a show, because they don't know how to throw shows up here.
Yeah, that's still a problem, but talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. So I threw a little show, right? It was at the Island Cafe. It was some Island Cafe.
I remember that. The Island Cafe.
So the Island Cafe, and then next thing you know, I was like, yeah. They was like, man, they really liked the show. Then I was like, I brought Eddie Kane down there. We did.
I remember Eddie Kane.
Yeah.
His show used to come on
Elizabeth.
right before mine.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, it was me. It was him, me, and then Tokyo Tony. We believe that was Tokyo Tony after me at that time.
Yeah. So Eddie was originally, he was with For Friendly.
Yeah, For Friendly Radio. I remember that.
Yep, you remember them? Who were them? Yeah. I met him that way, him and Twan. And then
Bishop Twan.
Yeah. He was like kind of like a brother to me. Yeah. Kind of. And we did a few shows together, and things happened here and there. Yeah. But getting back to it, I mean, I was like, man, I really wanted to do a show, because in Atlanta, they used to say, man, what's the difference between shows here and shows in Atlanta? I said, in Atlanta, you could perform any night of the week, and you go into a club, and it's like a regular club night, and you have artists in there. And I said, the difference between here and Atlanta is the artists up here are so dope. They're dope. Just like artists in Atlanta. They're so dope. But the streets, the people don't know about them. Upcoming artists in Atlanta, the people had a pulse to them. They heard them. They knew all the artists coming out, or a majority of them. Or if you was in this hood, they knew you. You feel what I'm saying? As opposed to, like, I would ask my sisters them, or people that go into clubs a lot, do you know this artist, man? He dope. No, I don't know him. Or they know a lot of the go-go stuff, but they didn't know the artist. Yeah,
I mean, my personal take on that, the artists here are so uncool that they think that they're so cool. And they just will not break that wall down. And it sucks for people like me, because it makes me look like I'm unsuccessful. Yeah. Because they were not getting on. But I'm like, bro, you are not ready. Yeah. Because you're not who you really are. You know how many artists I hear lie about the dumbest shit in the world? I mean, they will get on here and act like, shit just so hard. They done this. And I'm like,
moving all that weight, but can't pay $10 to get in the building.
And it's really like, so even that, it's like the little things. It's really not that deep. That would make them better artists. Now, when you talk about like artists from other areas, we get what we feel like is so much because they're okay to almost make a fool out of themselves and be interesting. these artists are not interesting. They're talented. They're not interesting.
Yeah.
And that's why our artists do not last. So it's not just like this whole big ego thing. It's that they're just genuinely not interesting people. You know, it's just talent. And when people are like, well, what do you mean by that? Let's take somebody like Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
He was so young when he came out repping India.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the generation before that, mine,
mm-hmm.
and a little bit younger than me, are morons. They
Mm-hmm.
still think it's cool to have 100 bitches and, you know, be on yachts with asses. Let me tell you something. If you really paid attention to how much the industry is changing, then you would have known that your authentic self would have been more interesting than the facade. This is not a fake it till you make an industry no more.
No.
It's a show up authentically who you are industry now. And DC artists, DMV, whatever you want to call it, they struggle with that. They don't show up who they are because they don't say, I got $6 today.
Mm-mm.
You know, they act like everything is okay.
What they do?
Don't share their stories or anything. So it's really like, and this is, I mean, I work with so many people, you know, so many people, and it's so devastating to repeat the same thing over and over and over again. When you think you're getting so close to getting over the hump, and I can see when it's not going to happen. I can see it a year out. It won't happen with this person.
Well, let me ask you this. This is what I was about to ask you. When you see that they're not being authentic or genuine or whatever you call it, do you call them on it? Do you say, hey, how do you, I'm talking about an artist that you're dealing with.
So like I said to you earlier, when we talked about the emotional thing, I'm going to bring something up to you multiple times. I'm going to give you the opportunity, but I know when it's time for me to move on. Now, they may feel blindsided, but in reality, it's not a blindside. We've had these conversations over the last 365 days. You just have not adjusted. And I haven't impulsively ran off, argued with you, or threatened to stop doing something. I don't make those threats. When I'm done, I'm done. I usually do not spin the block when I'm done.
So have you ever fell out with an artist and then, you know, came back and started working with them again?
No.
It's done. It's done.
Yes. I'm okay. I mean, I'm going to tell you why. It's always another one that's wanted so bad. And move out my way and their way so we can get to those people, you know, and that's why I don't, because I put so much investing in. I mean, time away from my kids, money out my personal pocket, disrespect in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Just arguing with me is disrespect. You're in no position to argue. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand how disrespectful it is that you've brought nothing to the table, but you're arguing with somebody who will give you everything. That's
putting more into you than your own friends or family.
Absolutely. But they carry shit in a way, you know, and they pick and choose. And that's when I don't spin the block for that reason, because I've probably exhausted all my chances before I step away.
So let me ask you, do you think, what I gathered was doing shows and stuff with different artists and stuff there, you know, there's some talent. It's a lot of talent.
There's so much talent.
Do you, this is the one thing that I did notice, besides this little dance that they all did. They took 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. They spin around. They take 2 steps forward, doing a beat, tap, tap. And I'm like, dog, y'all got to have more stage presence than this. It was a lot of them tried to sound and look like they were from someplace else or what they saw on TV, when I felt like, look, be you, be who you want to be. Don't try to copy Wayne or Baby or something like that, because they already doing their thing. The industry already have them. Be who you are.
They don't know who they are. And like, so what I've experienced really, like when it comes to shows, and what makes artists have like terrible shows is they're so scary to be front and center that they got 15 people behind them. And because they're feeding off those people's energy, they think they're doing a great job. But what the consumer and the audience is seeing is nothing but chaos. I don't hear what you're saying. It's not lights, camera, action on you. And one thing artists that, you know, rappers in general or whoever, they don't realize that stuff is choreographed. You know, don't think that none of these movements, they just starting a freestyle. We watching young NBA Youngboy do it right now. That's choreographed. How the fuck do y'all think they know where to cue the lights? rehearsal. They've done it
They
already.
practice.
You know what I'm saying? Every time, if you go look up any young boy clip on TikTok, when he's doing shot calling, he do bing bow, but he do the little punch move. He does it every time. You know what I'm saying? Like he does that or whatever, but it's all choreographed. These artists taking the time to do that instead of arguing with me will make more sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you give a mediocre show. I always say every time you perform, that should be an opportunity with somebody else in that audience or behind production should be reaching out to book you again. Just like you watch me interview with somebody else and I'm sitting right here because what you heard in my previous interview. That's how they should be on stage. And it's almost like that none of the time. Because most artists here are shitty performers. They need a lot of work performing.
Yeah.
They don't give anything to the stage.
And then they get mad because they say, I dare get a manager and say the manager couldn't get them on. And it's like,
yeah, everything is our fault.
Yeah.
Like not understanding if you pay me, I work for you. But new artists, we do so much for them that they have it misconstrued and what they need to show up and do. And I've learned to kind of scale back too from when you deal with a manager who's already resourceful, you are entitled whether you believe it or not. Yeah. Because we already given you things that you didn't really earn. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have it because of my resources. Yeah. Not because they just genuinely interested in you. Now let's get them genuinely interested in you when you show up and show the fuck out. You know, now you make it worth my while. You know what I'm saying? But they don't see that. What they'll do is just burn out another resource and another resource and another resource you don't have anymore to give them. And then they hit a brick road, stagnant. You trying to figure out what happened with this person, you know, and it's like, I can't do nothing else for him. Yeah. I gave you everything. I gave you so much, you know, and I love what I do. That's what makes me wake up and do it. Managers, we get paid on the back end, bro.
Yes. So
if you ain't making no money, that means I'm working for free, essentially.
But the artists expect you to pay for their stuff?
They don't expect you to pay. I think people who, like the kind of mindset I have is whatever got to get done. Now, I didn't say you don't owe me back. I just said we got to get it done today. You know what I'm saying? And like anybody in my position should be willing to invest in their talent. You just can't let that go too far because I've watched some people take from other people and then they got taxed. Like real bad, you know, and they thought this person was their friend and they had their back and they said that they fuck with them and they want to build with them. It's bullshit. They're going to tax your ass. I tell people all the time, when you step out the house, nobody gives a fuck no more. Yeah. You know, that's what your mommy and daddy is for.
I was wondering. I didn't know what was going on over there. But yeah, okay. So let me ask you this. With the artists you deal with, right? Do you put them through like a trial? Yeah.
Hell yeah. They be thinking it's sweet that I ain't put you on paperwork yet. I ain't put you on paperwork yet because I don't know if I still want to work with you or not. So sometimes it's like some time before I present any contracts. I always give it time. I let it breathe because I've learned that I don't like a lot of people, you know, and I might not like your ass in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, on to the next one. And what I mean by that is that I'd be damned if I give anything else to this person. You know what I'm saying? You're not worth it because some people will fuck your resources completely up. You know, if you give them to the wrong person. Some people, you build all this shit and they, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a break from being an artist. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, after a month of doing all this shit. So I do it for that reason. I like to, you know, test it out a little bit. Like now I MGE this, MGE that. I had known the CEO for like not that long. Really, we met like maybe 2-3 years ago. I didn't really say I was going to be involved till a couple months ago because I'm just testing, you know, like really let me see if this is a good fit for me or if it's or vice versa.
Do you go off energy or how do you make your decision?
I'm very observant in the way people treat me. You know, and what I bring to the table. A lot of times people be like, you got to fight for this and you got to demand this. If you're in the right situation, you do not have to behave that way. If you have to do that, you don't belong. And I've learned my lessons several fucking times because I work with a lot of different teams. I watch one artist go through 3-4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you'll know what makes sense for you over time. And for me, I don't like pairing with people. I don't like co-managing either. Unless you're a tour manager or you're strictly on bookings or something like that. But like just like day-to-day co-manager, I don't like that shit. Because it's always one person's going to show up way more than the other person.
Oh, yeah.
But it even bothers me when my client has more than one name for their booking contact if I'm doing all the work. That bothers me. So I don't really like shit, but I've learned to be a team player. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you got see first. You know what I'm saying? Just see. And I felt like when I met him, he had a lot of similarities to me and how I move, meaning he's not very emotional. He's very to the point. He's very much a businessman. He don't give a fuck about your feelings or none of that. And I love all those things about him. That's why we work very well together, even though he drives me crazy sometimes. For the exact same reason. Okay. But it's like, it makes more sense business-wise because people don't want to admit that you're colleagues first and friends second.
Yes.
And they don't like that. I've lost clients because of that. They want to be friends first.
Friends first. So let's talk about you being a young lady, attractive young lady moving around in an industry predominantly men. Yeah. Male driven. I mean, is it difficult for you?
Sometimes. It's positive that they see you as one of the homies because like the sexualized part is gone. But at the same time, once men see you as one of the homies, they kind of forget you're a woman. You know, and it's like trying to communicate certain things or like looking at you or like say I'm out and we like 15 deep. I want to feel protected if I'm with 15 niggas. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But the fact if I'm with people and like they don't check to see where you at or like I've been with other guys too and they'll grab you, make sure you up there first. Like you right in front of me, I got eyes on you, you good. Like that kind of stuff I appreciate. I hate going anywhere with men and they don't give a fuck about my safety. And I don't mean in saying you do. I'm saying treating me like you treat any of these niggas that you with. Okay. So that part is kind of difficult, which is why I don't really go out much unless it's a booking. Okay. You know, like if it's a booking, then I'll go out with whatever male team I'm working with at the time. But if it's not, I'm not going. Because I don't want to feel like that when I can come in other situations like this and have the red carpet rolled out for me. You know what I mean? So it depends. It can be complicated. And also people put bodies on you that don't exist. Oh, yeah. You know, like this, you fuck this person, you fuck, my coochie's closed. It's nobody's fucking nobody. And I hate that because that's disrespectful to me. What makes you think I'm attracted to that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that part sucks too because you ain't trying to carry the other person or put them down. But sometimes, like, say I'm working with a team of 15, it might be 2-3 dudes on there I'm cooler with than others. Like, I don't have a problem saying, like, Brian, can you come get me? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to drive. Or one of my other homeboys on the label and shit. But if I ride with that person too much, then I must be fucking them. And it's like, what type of shit? But it's disrespectful overall. So I'm going to ask you something. Can I ask you? You can ask me whatever you want. Have you ever dealt with anybody in the industry? Yes, my son's father. Who is your son's father? I don't want to talk about him. No, shout out to Mo. My 12-year-old, his dad, he's a rapper. I met him when he was so young, you know, when I first met him or whatever. And that's when I told you we had a terrible relationship at first. It's grown a lot now. Our son is 12 years old. You know, our pregnancy is 13 years old. We both grown up a lot. And yeah, he ain't the only one, but that's baby daddy. So yeah. You go. Okay. Yeah. All right. And was it difficult? Honestly, I'm more comfortable that way. I don't feel like I would get along with a guy who works at FedEx and get off at 6:00 and repeats the same day every day because I don't do that. I live a very colorful life. I'm a boss, you know, so I might get off one place and want to go work over here and I might be in the studio late at night. And if my partner called me right now and said, hey, I need you to get on the flight tomorrow, I'm going to go. So you don't do regular smuggler? I do. I would love like a corporate guy. or like a guy that owns a construction company or some shit like that. I would love that. But you got to kind of be in it. I think it's just comfortable for me because you got to understand me.
Yeah.
If you at home thinking I'm just in the studio with 20 niggas
or in the clubs,
the picture in your head is way different than my reality.
So they got to be secure.
They got to be hella secure, and a lot of dudes are not. You know, and I'm the type of person that wants my relationship public, business, private. Meaning I want my man to be like, yeah, that's me. Because if not, 3 other niggas gonna go smack in my nigga face. And I don't like those feelings. Like when you out too, because I've talked to, somebody, we didn't really say anything. And then this nigga thinking he got a green light because y'all cool. And I'm like, really? That's my, Yeah. And this is just like over time, because I've definitely dealt with dudes in the industry before. But like I said, it's my environment too. But once you make it public, then people just put that person on you. That's why I don't claim nobody. And I will not unless that's my man. Okay. Other than that, he don't fucking exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of, I'm not going to say blunt, but you straightforward.
Well,
it's the same thing pretty much.
I mean, that's the only way to be, dealing with men and doing what I do. It's like comfortable because they understand me. But at the same time, people are just like checking off your niggas. Like, okay, this dude, that dude, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they want to, the bitch with the glasses that you think is innocent and sucks 6 dicks. I ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
But because her image makes more sense to you, you go with that. And that part sucks for people that do what I do, and people who walk the same walk that I walk, because you don't really get that same, it's like I said, I'm a lady, I'm a girl. They expect me to be in sweats and hoodies and sneakers all the time and just like had it, and that's like, no, it's not it. But that's why I said a secure man is perfect for me, because he'll understand, baby, give me them feet. Come here. You had a long day. When I get home, I don't want to talk about music shit. Be honest with you, I don't. I want to disconnect. Don't ask me nothing when I get in the house. Like, I have to disconnect because it's really my life. I told you earlier, I don't have no in between because I'm single.
Yeah.
So I don't have that kind of like, I can just lay on my man's chest and get my shit off for the night. And he half-ass listening, but he comforted me though. You know what I'm saying? He just let me get it off. And he gets to be the boss in the house. And I can just relax, and just be Debbie. I don't always want to be this person that people think that you are, because like I said earlier, when you in these clubs and shit, they thinking you just turned up with the men popping bottles. I'm probably yelling at somebody about how they gotta pay to get in and they can't get up on the stage with your wristband at. I'm just a bitch the whole time, and I hate that for me. But it's like my job, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you, this is a random, are you a sports fan?
So I'm honestly so invested in music. I'm a nothing else fan.
Okay, I got
because
so
my mental capacity just don't have time for that type of shit.
Any of that.
Yeah, but my son plays football, and so since my son started playing, I'm way more interested. Like growing up, my family was always Redskins fans. When I was young, I used to be so into basketball because who didn't like Allen Iverson? Like,
of course,
like so. Then it was like I was all into basketball, and then as I got older, I kind of just didn't give a fuck. And then once my son started playing, I was like, okay, like let me tap back in so I can know what I'm talking about a little bit. So.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, I care about the game for sure. Do I sit there and watch and argue with people and go back and forth? Absolutely not. I done probably moved on to the next shit on some business shit.
So do you have like a lot of girlfriends, or you keep a small circle?
I keep a small circle.
Very small.
I keep a small circle. Yes, I do. I had a lot of weird stuff happen over the course of time. Bitches love to hop in DMs and be weird.
Okay.
I'm older. I don't really need a group of 15 girlfriends. I just need, a couple solid women in my life. And I have very long friendships with women. I'm just not looking to recruit new ones every time I go out. Hey, queen. Yes, girl. Hey, Buddhist. Hey, you look cute. It's so fake. You know what I'm saying? It's so fucking fake. Because you wouldn't tell her she looked like a can of biscuits, but you're going to go talk about her later.
Later on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or you smile in this girl face and then you say something negative later. So I just rather not. Mm-hmm. If I meet a woman and we naturally could, one of my best friends, I met her at the nail salon. Like 8 years ago. And we've been friends ever since. We exchanged numbers at the nail salon, like two random females. And we've been friends ever since. I just not looking to like go out and recruit. Most women don't want to be around the studio.
Yeah.
Unless they fucking somebody in there.
In the studio.
Yeah. Other than that, they don't want to do that.
They don't want to be.
And I am 100% dedicated to changing my life and people I love life through what I do. Oh. And I'm okay with that.
So do you love being in the studio? Do you love seeing the creation aspect of it, or you're strictly on just the business?
I live for the studio. That's the only place I can do 12 to 12. If it was a job, I would have been quit. You know what I'm saying? Like I got clock into, I got 4 to 6 hours for you. But studio, I love everything about it. You know, it makes me happy, literally. You
like the creation process?
I love the creation process, and I'm a part of the creation process. You know what I mean? Like from production and different sounds and the writing process. And
you ain't like Ike Turner, are you?
Joe Jackson, maybe. Definitely like that with Brian, though. I'm probably the hardest on him, too, because he's a singer, you know, and I have patience for Brian right now. And like I said, I don't have a lot of patience for the bullshit.
See, you done brought Brian up a couple times. Let's talk about this, Brian. Okay, so you said he's a singer. And you dealt with a lot of rappers, right?
I still do.
Okay, so how is that different?
So first of all, Brian is my only client that I'm managing. That's why.
Okay.
Right now, he's the only client I'm managing. I was working with Pinky. Pinky's prego. Shout out to baby Max coming in January. Okay. She's focused on her pregnancy. When I transitioned directly into Brian, you know what I'm saying? Not even like after Pinky, it was at the same time. Now on my label, I have 7 artists, Brian included on that label, but he's the only one. MGE. Shout out to MGE, the label. Now I do work with Trail still to this day. Now you asked me if I would spin a block. That's full circle moment there. Trail has other managers though. It's not just one of us. Okay. But these are people who I started my career with. But it's very different. I told you, rappers are easy. I take the hood niggas any day. Any day.
Is Brian easy?
No, he's not.
Is he your headache?
He's one of them. They all are in different ways. Brian is more adamant about things. If he was on here getting interviewed, we would leave here and he would ask me immediately, when is the interview dropping? Did you talk? He would ask me tomorrow, have you followed up with them yet? And that's kind of like a pain in my ass because I know what I'm doing and I don't like anybody interject on how I do things, you know, but I get it because it's still new and exciting for him and he has his own goals that he wants to accomplish through it. But they all are a headache in different ways. But it's different because that's the one that I'm managing. So the priority is different than other, you know, clients that you might have like one-off type situations with, or it might be like consultation or project management kind of thing versus somebody who I'm responsible for on a daily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your goals with Brian?
I really want to see Brian bust out of his shell as an artist. Like, what I mean is, I already know he can sing. I cannot wait for him to show the world who he is.
Okay.
You know, and like just kind of show up, and he still got a lot to learn, really. We started working together last October. Okay. And most people be like, well, why you ain't dropped this? Why you ain't dropped that? I wanted him to push his pen a little bit harder. He could sing like his ass off, but the songs for me, they were I don't really like that one. That one's cool. If I'm not amazed by it, then the people won't be either.
Is he opposed to having some like writers with him? Or
No,
does he
so
like to write his own stuff?
it's both, because fast forward to now, I like Brian's in writing camps. He's gotten involved with sync plays. I'm big on educating my clients too. So this whole last year, he's been learning and working and recording his project like that. Project is done. Okay. I have not released it yet because it doesn't make any sense. It's fourth quarter, but I'll release it in Q1 when it's time and it makes sense. But yeah, my goal for him is I want to see him on big stages. I want to see him traveling, doing what he do. I am not the type of person that thinks everybody needs to be a Drake. Mm-hmm. There's so many successful artists that are living and taking care of their families that are not Drake. Mm-hmm. And I always say, everybody think they know everybody. Have you ever looked at the fucking Grammys? Because I don't know a lot of those people.
Yes.
Some of the people win.
Yes.
Okay, but they're obviously doing something. Yes. I would love that for him. I don't care about just having this fake status quo. I want him to make songs that touch people and feel people and have longevity and they live a long time. You know, and we hear it 10 years from now and it's still hit. It's not like, oh, this is Brian. It's like how it feels when you hear Tony.
Okay.
Anniversary.
Let me ask you if let's just say give me a singer that you like.
I like all old school singers.
Just give me one.
Patti LaBelle.
Give me a male.
A male from then, I mean, I like Jeffrey Osborne and shit like that. Like I like real 70s like R&B. If I don't want to just like now, as much as I adore Chris Brown, I don't listen to every album that he drops. I listen to his singles that come on the radio.
So let me ask you, if Chris Brown or I'm trying to think, because right now he's like one of the biggest stars.
He is the biggest star. Yeah. It's not one of. Yeah. There's nobody bigger than Chris currently at this moment.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So he is right now. I had an Usher Chris Brown situation that we were debating a while back, but Chris is right now.
It's Chris.
Yeah, it's him now. Mm-hmm. If Chris came to you and said, "Hey, a song, right?" and I think it'd be perfect with Brian. Mm-hmm. What would you do?
We're gonna hit the button. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is call our lawyer because he has one for sure. And inform them first. And yeah, we hitting the button. It didn't matter if Chris said, "Hey, come get on the flight tonight," I would say, "Hey, Brian, call out of work tomorrow. We're going." Because
is he open to maybe like a Raheem or?
Yeah, he knows Raheem. Okay. We're open to all of those things, but. Now, if you ask me what would tickle my fancy, it would be if Babyface said he wanted to work with Brian. You know what I'm saying? Well, Babyface is an exceptional writer. You know what I'm saying? Exceptional writer. So for me, it's not just about like this collabing on the song for my clients. It's about what happens after the song. Where does this live at after that? And also just how much he can learn from somebody like Babyface, who is an exceptional writer. These new writers use AI. They use help. They use different tools that writers like Babyface didn't have back in the day. And when you look at so many artists, Babyface wrote their music. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, and I can go down the list of talent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that would make me go crazy though. I probably lose my shit then. And that's no slight to Chris whatsoever. But I'm thinking about as far as what he could produce for him, writing wise, not just the collaboration. Because as we know, collaborations can die. Yeah, definitely. People spend a lot of money to collaborate in a song. It's just what I say.
Well, see, that's what I was getting at. I was getting at as far as because a lot of artists have those writers, a lot of singers have writers. Like, and you'd be surprised at something. Well, you won't. But like I'm talking about the common folk. Oh, the Babyface wrote this. Oh, R. Kelly wrote that. Michael Jackson wrote that for them. Neo wrote a lot of music for people just different people.
Another great writer. He's a clown though.
Yeah, but personally, yes. But as far as being a musical genius, I think he's one of those.
Yeah, so is The Dream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Now, any of those people call me? Oh yeah, I would say, Brian, would you consider moving?
Will Brian give you kickback? Or would he be like, I'm with you?
He wouldn't give me kickback. He has a lot of stuff on in his personal life that like any artist do, but absolutely he wouldn't give me no kickback. I don't really get kickback from any of my clients. I get a million questions, but not kickback. Yeah, more like that. And I mean, I've been arguing with clients on the phone. I'm talking about 7 a.m. full throttle arguing.
Oh man, that's early. You talking in the morning?
Yeah.
7 a.m. in the morning, then you arguing.
Yes. And I still got to go to work. I still got to get my kids out the door. I still got to show up and talk to 4 or 5 other people on that person's behalf after I just fucking argued with them. But that's what makes me seasoned at what I do, because those emotions are left aside. It's not about that, you know, but like I'm looking for people to work with Brian that want to. You know, there's always a pay to play situation that we have going on. I think it's too premature for that.
So getting Brian, what are you getting? And when somebody say, hey, tell me a little bit about Brian, what are you getting when you get Brian?
I feel like you're going to get something that you can get exactly what you asked for and beyond some, you know, because he just looked like a nigga. But then when he sing, it's like you get this whole other sound out. And they be like,
I mean, just meeting him. And
well, he's a nice guy, you know, but people he doesn't look how he sounds. And I love that. That's like our secret weapon, because nobody expects that. They were like, what the fuck? Well, I'll play a song. They were like, that's right. And I'm like, goddamn, you done heard him talk 100 times. I done played you 100 songs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, this is what I look forward to every single time. And I mean, I had the same thing with Pinky. I knew that whatever we did, she was going to shut that shit down.
You just knew.
I know it, because I don't invest in people who not worth it. I can be at home, like I told you. I like doing.
You ever decline working with someone?
Absolutely. And I will tell you this. Not only have I declined working with someone, there's someone right now, one of the biggest artists to come out of DC. Excuse me. I work with him very temporarily. I don't really speak on him. And most people would, because they're clout chasers. Just to say that they had them under their belt, because right now I've had a lot of artists that I work with. I ain't enjoy working with them. I don't want to. I really like them. You know, so I don't. Not only will I decline you, I will definitely drop somebody. And I have dropped clients before. Not that many. I think like 3.
Have you ever regretted doing
No.
any of them? No.
I've never regretted dropping a client, like I never regretted not talking to a nigga. Ever.
You rough. I need to get rough.
I'm not rough. It's like I told you, I'm so patient with people. You know what I'm saying? And for example, you be talking to me crazy. I might respond and say, don't talk to me like that. And that person might continue to go on with rage and anger and profanity. And you think I'm going to take that shit from you. But I check shit off like a Rico until you just ran out of turns, because I don't allow disrespect, because I'm not combative with you. That doesn't mean I allow it.
Yes.
You know, I can choose who's in my life. I can choose who the fuck I talk to every day. But when the time has come, the time has come. And sometimes it's like, yeah, bruh, not only do I not want to talk to you again, I don't think I want to see your ass again either. I'm cool off of that. Like, I went out with somebody the other day and I know for sure I don't want to see that person again. Yeah. Not like animosity, but it's like, I'm just good off of you. You know what I'm saying? Again, I am 38 years old. Okay. I'm a grown ass woman. And at this point in my life, it's my choice. It's my decision and what I want to do. I don't want to talk to you. You talk about bullshit. You're a negative person, you know, and then I'm not a big venter. So I appreciate people who I can vent to, because I don't do it often. And if I do it, that means I have some type of trust in you. I cut off a girl about a year ago because I had finished a show, one of the biggest highlight moments of my life. It was the last year, by the way. I'm not going to say what it was, but it was a big show I had did. And I was responsible for doing it for somebody else. And I had so much to fix the next day. And that person called me and said, what you doing? I said, man, I'm fixing such and such and such. And when I hung up with that person, they called another person and said, she said such and such. I never spoke to that person again. Never. Because I don't do mess. you know, and I feel like it's fair for me to get off my shit. If me and Brian, if I book Brian or Trell or whoever for a show and it doesn't go right, and you is somebody I'm cool with, that knows what I do, been around it, call me the next day and I'm telling you how much it was for me, and you make it about the next person, I can't fuck with you. Because it's not just that person who's going through, it's my shit. I'm going through it too. I'm talking to you from where I'm sitting at it at. And I don't vent a lot, you know, so I'm telling you like, damn, I gotta do wop today. Because a lot of what I do, my clients don't see. You know, I'm alone a lot. I'm constantly working for them. I'm working 24/7. You know what I'm saying? 24 fucking 7. I'm also fixing a lot of their bullshit. They don't think they did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the way people move, I'm like, yeah, I might gotta call that person tomorrow. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because not everybody takes shit, you know what I'm saying, the same way. And when I don't have that safe space, I can't fuck with you. Yeah, because I'm not a big bender. I'm not a big crier or any of that.
So you kind of hold your stuff to yourself a lot?
My little small tribe of girlfriends do it for me. If I had a man, I'd be laying on his chest, talking to him about it. Like, because you know why? I love men that don't have much to say. He just listening. Like, he just listening for real. He really don't even give a fuck. He just want me to feel good about it. That's what I like. Like, I don't have that, but it's like a relief for me, you know, because in my space, full of men. They're not emotional. They'd be like, yeah, stop crying. What you fussing for? What you this for? You know what I'm saying? They only see women as women who they're sleeping with. They don't see women as women who you do business with. They've cut that off so they can focus on business. And I get that. Now, if I was fucking shaped like a can of biscuits and ugly, they had no problem talking. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I respect it too, because I get it. You know, you're a man, you like what you see, but at the same time, that's not the relationship you have with this woman. So as a man, he's readjusting communication with that woman, you know, so he can't give me too much to care beyond this certain measure, because if he does, that might mean something else. So I'm stuck alone a lot, you know, in my stuff. So yeah, I do hold a lot of stuff in. Pinky hates that I do that. And I appreciate her so much for kind of pushing me to be a little bit more vulnerable in my emotions. Because I've pushed them totally to the side until I blow the fuck up, you know, like, and then she's like, well, why didn't you talk about this? Or why you ain't tell me this or whatever? But I'm so focused on what me and her had to do professionally. I didn't care about talking about my personal feelings. I always put my clients first. And it's been reasons why I've been successful. And it's been some of my biggest downfalls in life.
Do you love hard?
Yes.
And that it's almost a general question, but not a general question.
Oh my God, we get to my love life, I'm getting up on these because it sucks.
Well, we can say love life, or even friendship, or friends, love life, whatever. Like, when you care about someone, I'm talking about, it could be the homie, we could be best friends, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, or it could be your love life, or whatever. Do you love hard?
I do love extremely hard, but I can't say I love the same. You know, it's very different. My male friends stand no weight to my man. None. If my man said, I met him, he cool, but I don't really want, like, you know what I'm saying? It's be throwing me off. You hanging, he called me. It's like a little bit too much. That shit would be dead in a heartbeat.
Have you ever had a best friend of the opposite sex?
I don't know if I would call him a best friend, but I got men in my life I'm really close with.
Do you believe in best friends of the opposite sex?
I do. Only if it's 100% platonic. Okay. Yeah. I don't like my man having best female friends.
So you don't want your man to have best female.
I prefer not. But niggas so gay now, it might be cool. I don't know. I don't know, because let me tell you like an issue I had with my ex. He had a female friend. And I always knew like she had some type of liking towards him, even if it wasn't nothing happening in real time. Yes. Because with my male friends personally, I don't talk about my vajayjay. I don't talk about my sex life. I don't talk about how good my coochie is. It's not an invitation for them. So I don't talk it like that. Exactly. But when women do talk like that or want more attention from them that they're trying to give to their woman, I don't like that. Okay. If your bitch calling you, hey bro, I'm gonna talk to you later. I don't even talk to my guy the same. I don't call my man bruh. Okay. Or nigga, none of that. I don't talk to my man like that. You know, I actually enjoy not talking like that because I'm around 30 niggas at the studio. I'm constantly talking like that. That whole thing is like, shh, you know, and not a lot of other people see that other like vulnerable, dainty crybaby side that sits over there. But I am definitely somebody who loves hard. And I have the same friends. You know, I don't really, like I said, I'm not really trying to recruit 10 girls like, hey, queen, hey, you're a baddie. You no. If it's natural, then yeah.
So can you be domesticated?
Absolutely. I love that shit.
Okay. For the guys that want to know.
I love, like, nothing makes me happier than like cooking for my man, bringing him his plate, washing the dishes, washing his clothes. Baby, they go, your laundry right there is folded for you, ready for you. Like, if I know he at work and I'm at home, if food gonna be done by the time he get home from work. Like, I love doing all of that type of stuff. He got a business going on, baby, I'm gonna back your play. What you need me to do? He got a kid. What your kid need? Like, it's all one together. I love being domesticated.
Oh my goodness.
I know. The niggas don't like that. They're dumb.
You don't think so?
Well, I can't say that. I would say that I haven't had the best of luck in the last, like, since I've been single. I've been single for 3 years now.
Single for 3 years.
Yeah, and I haven't had the best of luck based off my poor decisions. It's not just bad men. It's just that when you like people who don't like you back, you asking for it. You know what I'm saying? You're asking for it, and that goes both ways. I got a homeboy right now. I tell him all the time, women do not play hard to get, and it's nothing you can fix. She don't like your ass, and I need you to understand that. When a woman talks to you crazy, when she disrespects you, when she causes harm to you, if she does anything police related, if she makes you feel like shit, she do not like you. You are not the nigga for her. It doesn't matter what y'all did. It don't matter what raw sex y'all have. None of that matters. And I try to tell my man, sis, because he's stuck on somebody who just do not like, it will never be that. And women have to realize the same thing. And I think for women, especially if you're attractive, I promise you, people tell you pretty all the time, or you got a nice shape, you this, you that. It's going to be one nigga who don't see that in you. And women do not. You think y'all take rejection bad? Oh, we take it bad. Especially if you're already attractive, you know, because you'll let this man treat you like shit over and over and over again. Till you meet one that really puts you on that pedestal. That's really what it takes for us, you know. But when you're in that type of situation, you don't get it until it's already in your face, you know. So it's my fault. But
so has Miss Debbie ever had her heart broken?
Yeah, I have. I say it takes two for that, because when I told you earlier, like, I love different. I can love you, but that don't mean I'm in love with you.
That sound, you sound like, you know what? That's some game you tell somebody.
No,
but I'm not in love with you.
No, it's different.
I love you, but I'm not in love.
It's different. I feel like in order to be in love with somebody, they have to love me back. If the love is one-sided, then I just love you. It's not an in love.
So have you ever had to love somebody from over there?
Absolutely. Goodbye. Adios. I don't care when it's that time, though. Like my son's father, I don't inquire about what you do with your personal life, with your sex life, with who you bonding with. I don't care. When that's a wrap for me mentally, it's a wrap, period. And I still be your friend. No, why do I come back for what? You already showed me who you were. I show up to people exactly how I would want them to show up for me. Honest, present, caring, understanding, vulnerable, not non-judgmental. And when people give you their ass to kiss, you better know all they're going to do is give you the left cheek the next time you come back. They will do it again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like coming back.
my grandmother used to always say, you look better leaving. Your backside looks better than the front anyway.
Yeah.
And when she used to fall out with people, and I understand that. Like my grandmother always used to say, don't be nobody's dog.
Yeah.
And I learned that I'm not gonna be your dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my thing is, in this conversation that we had, I told you it was gonna be a conversation. I wanted to touch on the music. I wanted to touch on, some of your past. I wanted to touch on what motivates you, what keeps you going, all of that. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't want it to feel like an interview. I wanted people to get to know you.
You asked me the best things I've ever been asked. People ask me, and it's probably because of how I show up. And it's because of the last clip. So all they see is like all these business and professional questions. And it's just like I tell my clients, that's boring. Who are you?
Yeah.
And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to kind of speak on who I am, because I have somewhat of a reputation to not be that approachable. Yeah. I am approachable. Just don't say nothing dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm very approachable. I'm not always in business mode. Absolutely not. No. Hell no. I have my moments and my times, and I appreciate you guys for like just getting to know me in that sense.
Okay. Well, okay, let's do this. 5 words to describe Miss Debbie.
This word, I don't like it, but it is what it is. Strong, humble, kind-hearted, vulnerable, and smart.
That's some good stuff. When it's all said and done, you hang it up. What do you want to be remembered by?
I want to be remembered by how much I impacted and changed other people's lives. From my family to kind of every person that I touch professionally. Like seeing them just go crazy and knowing like, I did that. It's a big part of that. That makes me happy. That's what I want for myself. When they giving you your what is it called? Lifetime Achievement Award, and they going down all your motherfucking accolades. That's what I want for myself at some point. Yeah.
Hey, you have a lot about you. Like, being real, when I saw you and you was with the fellas.
With the fellas.
And you fit in, you was like chilling with them right there in the middle. They had it in the middle, put you in the middle. And it's like,
what's that about?
Yeah. But I mean, and you had so much knowledge to give, and it was like so many questions I wanted them to ask you. But it was like, and it was like, she is like, she's full of knowledge.
Thank you.
And it's so much that you can give people. It's so much that you can help people understand. You know what I mean? I get that a lot. People don't know that I know what I know about the music business as far as the PROs, ASCAP, PMI, CSAC. Before I came up here, artists weren't getting paid for that. By the time I finished with them cats, everybody was getting paid for performing in clubs and stuff like that. And the reason why is because I only taught them about BMI.
Yeah.
Like all the DMV artists had BMI, and it was because it was like this. I showed them. You feel me? And it was a blessing to be a blessing. I didn't want nothing back. But when people say, I got my BMI, I was like, you do understand it's more. But I purposely only showed them BMI. You feel what I'm saying? As far as I'm what CSAC still is. I'm a songwriter, all of that. But with that being said, talking to you, I said, and I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot of stories. I done seen a lot of pretty faces say, yeah, I do this. I done met people's godmama. Yo, I'm Pinky's godmama. I'm Sierra's godmother. Yo, I work with Q. Man, I work with Rico Wade. This, I seen so much. I done seen so much. But when you came in here and you sat down, it was like you could tell it was genuine, it was real, and it was authentic. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And you're an authentic person. Like if I could say something just off the short time of me knowing you, it's that you're very authentic.
I appreciate it.
And I do want to touch on a couple more things before we end it.
Okay.
You do a little concert, and it's not little, but I'm gonna make you pump your chest out a little.
Concert?
No, listen.
Okay.
You do a little concert. I want you to. You do a little concert. You do a little show. You do a little. What do you do? Come on, give it to me now.
Who do concerts?
What do you throw? What do you be a part of? What have you originated?
Oh, DMV Summer Jam.
That's what I wanted to get at. Yeah. Okay, so
yeah, And it's a festival, by the way.
I'm trying to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a festival, by the way.
So this festival.
Yes, it will be back 2026, y'all, by the way. Y'all popped all that shit, and ain't nobody reached out to ask us, hey, why are you guys not doing Summer Jam? Or what's going on with Summer Jam? I don't like these media people, by the way. Like, they weird as shit. But DMV Summer Jam, I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud. That was the first thing me and Scroll did together. Scroll is the CEO of MGE. Shout out to my label MGE. But me and him said, I never forget that shit. He called me and was like, I got this idea. And it was like 11 artists. Me and him was on the phone constantly. I'm talking about like, he would call me 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I got another idea. I'm calling him back. We on the phone 6 a.m. Like still on the phone late at night to build this idea, what created DMV Summer Jam. And like the purpose was kind of to give artists a stage. You know, me and him have worked with artists who've been able to be bought out on somebody else's stage. Okay. And I told artists all the time, that shit is false. And people are not here to see you, my nigga. They here to see that person that's coming on behind you 2 hours later. And we wanted to give people a stage to pop their shit, you know, or not. Because we found that out too. But it's really built off the integrity of giving the DMV artists who are dope as fuck, like you said, a platform to pop they shit on a big main stage in a way that another festival, who I ain't gonna name nobody else shit, they ain't gonna book you. I'm just tell you that right now. Yeah. We will if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, because it's highlighted around DMV talent.
Is it a criteria for that?
In a sense.
How do you decide who's going to be on? Because like tomorrow, I can give you 100 artists. Like just being honest. Like,
I'll be honest with you. Me and him
decide that.
We look at people almost a year ahead. Okay. You know, so we look at that person and kind of see if they would still be on that type of trajectory next September. Because Summer Jam is always September 1st, and it will still stay September 1st. And we look at people and we pay attention if they're growing.
Why September 1st? Tell me why September 1st.
It's the end of the summer. You know, it's Labor Day weekend. And our focus is to get people closing out the summer and get back focused on school, which is why we, you know, trying to tap more into the community and giving back. Like on first year Summer Jam, we gave away book bags on stage.
That's big.
It was dope as fuck. We had people donate and give out book bags like literally on the stage. But year one Summer Jam, we did that bullpen. We had 26 artists. Everybody's like, oh yeah, you know, y'all should have kept doing it there, and it failed because y'all decided to go out Waldorf. Let me tell you something. For everybody that's not from Maryland, okay, I'm proudly from Maryland. So is he. But it's not about that. It's also about Summer Jam should be held within the DMV. Y'all never going to know where we doing Summer Jam next. It could be in Maryland. It could be back in DC. It could be in Baltimore. Be in VA, could be in 757, you know, but the purpose is to spread that shit throughout the DMV.
So will Baltimore be in the DMV?
We don't play that shit. You a fool if you don't include Baltimore.
What about Richmond?
I'm including Richmond too. It's in Virginia, you know, and we work with other promoters and investors who are spread out, you know.
Okay.
But the point and the integrity behind Summer Jam is to help artists have a space to really perform. They don't really have those stages where they get their rocks off. Right. You know, like the stage we had last year cost us a lot of money to have that stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas ain't never been on that kind of stage before. Like, and the purpose in doing that too was like also to show people you might not be ready for this kind of booking.
So this was coming. You have one coming up September 1st.
Yes. Well, yes, we are.
You're gonna have it September 1st.
I am going to have Summer Jam 2026 September 1st. We did it last year at Blue Crab Stadium, which is in Waldorf. Totally different vibe than before, but people like, I'm gonna tell you what we failed at with Summer Jam. We should have closed the seats and pushed everybody to the floor. You know, but again, we had the entire venue that we rented out and we let it rock. We had suites that we sold. Now, the plus about that place, other than bullpen, you were just outside.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
porta potties, ain't no shade.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And it's not, honestly, it's not as safe as the other place was, where we can put you in a suite. If you like Shy Glizzy, he came, took his black truck right to the field, performed, and he left. You know, that he didn't even have to do, because he had another show in Richmond, by the way, that night. But we will do it again. We didn't, because we now have a studio that we renovated. It will be open to the public very soon. My partner, he's very impulsive. You know, he'll have an idea and make the investment. He like, listen, we got to run this, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, we got a whole new venture that's going on. But it's good for us to kind of take the time, because we need to build a board of people for Summer Jam. It is honestly he and I bringing people in on like a one-off type situation, hoping that they do their fucking job, and we can hire them again next year. It has not been successful on that.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about that, because I'm interested. I think I can help a little.
We talk about that off this mic.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that later. And my partner right there, I think we can help you a little bit, just a little bit. You know, I think I got something, because that right there, I think that's a beautiful thing, and I see it, and I mean, nobody was doing it like that.
Appreciate that. We've had some people try to mimic, but even he and I don't really get caught up in the semantics of all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I had 100 people DMing me about a recent concert. It was like, yeah, they copying y'all. And listen, and I said, imitation is not a form of flattery for me. You know, it's almost like slightly disrespectful, because we really should all be working together to add to the pot, regardless, even if it's just an activation outside of the actual event, because Summer Jam is a huge thing, and it takes a lot for us. It takes us months to produce. I mean, we work on this shit for months. You know what I'm saying? And we need strong people that can lead another team of 12 to 15 people. That's what we need. I'm not worried about volunteers. I'm not worried about somebody to work the GA door. I'm worried about real strong leaders who don't come in and want to be ego driven to just say, look what I'm doing here, and I have access to X, Y, and Z. I need people who really believe in Summer Jam. They want to see it grow. They want to invest, whether it's their time, financially, their resources, or whatever, and say, hey, listen, I want to be a part of this and build with y'all. Broccoli City didn't start out with all them fucking people that they have. You know, they work for Broccoli City now. It had to start somewhere. And I tell people all the time, Summer Jam is an indie festival still, meaning that it was budgeted through our resources and people, private investors. You know, we didn't go to the state and get these grants and all this shit. Like, it was like us. So us losing anything hurts a lot. Oh, yeah. It ain't money coming from over there where they just gave us a check. It's money to dig his guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what it get. And you talking about like 3-4 artists costing 6 figures for us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely want to bring back Summer Jam. We just want to do it smarter. It's not about just locations. Everybody, yeah, well, if y'all would have had it in DC, just fuck up. You don't even know what you're talking about. If we would have had the right everything, marketing, the right leaders in place, even the lineup. He and I don't always make the best decisions on who should be on the lineup. We're not perfect. You know, we pick and we project, we estimate, and you know, it don't always work that way. This somebody, shout out to Primo Rice. I can't wait to book Primo for Summer Jam. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and him have people who just gotta make sense. When we book and we go based off like an overall budget and then break down from there. And then sometimes people just don't make it. You know, that cut that year. That don't mean we're not interested. There's so many people that we still haven't put. And by the time we bring back Summer Jam, we're gonna fuck everybody head up with what we doing. If they think they can predict what he and I are doing next, they cannot. It's
Would
whole
you be
different.
interested in letting artists perform with a live band?
Yeah, some people did. Yeah, some people did. The problem is your time is too short for that. Yeah. If they're openers, you know what I'm saying? Summer Jam has multiple hosts, it has multiple DJs. So it's not, can you imagine one DJ DJing from like fucking 12 p.m. to 10 p.m.? Absolutely not. You know, we switched those things out, stuff like that. But yeah, we're open, period. It's still a new thing. It's only 2 years old.
Okay. You know what? I'm telling you, I mean, you are so resourceful. And you like I'm not gonna say a hidden treasure because people know you. You know what I mean? And it was funny. My man had commented on one of your pictures, like, man, she been doing. He commented on something, and he was like, yeah, she been deserved her flowers. She been doing
Well,
it.
thank you, friend.
and shout out Dale Dollar.
Shout out Dale.
Yeah, Lando. Man.
Shout out Dale.
Yeah, man. And being honest, man, there's people out here to recognize you and they see what you're doing and you keep doing what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? It was an honor and a pleasure to have you here. I was excited. I don't get nervous. I really don't. And my partner tell you I don't. But I was kind of nervous today because it was so much I had in my mind I wanted to ask you, but I just didn't know how to come across. And I didn't get I felt y'all a little bit. I already knew in my mind I was gonna get you here after their podcast because it was so much I wanted to that I could have saw them ask because they knew you. You feel what I'm saying? They asked some funny stuff. They asked some stuff from the past. But I wanted to know where you wanted to go with this. I wanted to know who were you as a person. I wanted to know things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you on the mom.
The thing for the guys that's out here that want to shoot their shot that's marketable out here. You know, what would it take? You know, I wanted to know about your artist Brian that you brought in here. You know what I mean? And he had good energy, like being real. Like even I'm big off energy, and when I saw him, and he was good. You know, Brian don't drink. No. Yeah, I love that. So all the club promoters would be like, "Yeah, I want to offer him liquor." I'd be like, "He'll take the money." Yeah, take the money. I'll take the money. Yeah, he doesn't drink. Take that bottle money. Yeah, and see that's how you know you got a good manager. Because I drink. But why would I be like, yeah, keep the bottle so I can do that's gives a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get this money. You drink later. Somebody else to buy drinks. But yeah, I always take Brian with me places. He's still new. He has a lot of people to learn and just be a part of like the experiences and stuff. Like, it wouldn't be no point in bringing Trail. He's done 1,000 interviews. Yeah, you know, I should just talk to him too. Well, you know what? We're gonna get him back in here. You know, I have a lot of podcasts here. I did a couple myself. I haven't really dropped them. I dropped one with Bello, but I'm gonna get off into it because I feel like I can ask people what need to be asked. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? And my thing is, so we're gonna drop your podcast, this episode, maybe in a couple weeks because it's things that I want to do with it before and promote it because I was a promoter as well as I managed. I promoted. I had my own label. I did a couple things too. I can pump my chest a little bit. Yeah. Okay, Brian. He said he's going to drop it in a couple weeks. Yeah. So go ahead and Brian though. Before he even hear you, be like, "What's up?" Because we gonna clip it up. We gonna give him his plugs. You know. Yeah. How do you find Brian? Like, do you have his Instagram, his TikTok, or anything, or do you? Like, or say, find him with you. Are you in my bio still? Yeah. You are, right? Okay, yeah, he's in my bio. Okay, yeah. So I did change my bio. Yeah, so we're gonna check our bio out, and we're gonna find the real Brian Blake. We want the real Brian Blake. Yes, Brian Blake. Yes, and it's up Brian with a Y. Okay, I'm a Brian Yentz. Yeah, Brian with a Y. But the thing is, I'm gonna tell you that Brian Blake. Brian Blake. Yeah. Hey, that sounds like a stuff. Thank you, because that's not his name. We changed that in the beginning. Who came up with that? I did. He's a liar. He did not come up with a stupid ass name for himself. On the next one, we're gonna interview him. We're gonna bring you in too. Thank you. He did not come up with that. Okay. He did not. Because he said he came up with it. He's a liar. His real name is Brian. Okay. He was going by a childhood name that sounded ridiculous. It was like Bzell Blake or something. And I was like, you absolutely cannot come out like that. Like, me and him literally sat down together and I was like, all right, what's your middle name? And then he told me his middle name. Then we both tried it. He was like, I don't really like that. I said, yeah, after that. So I kept the Blake from his made up name because it was Bzell Blake on Instagram. Bzell Blake. I like Brian Blake better than Bzell Blake. Thank you. When you let Brian, can Brian speak real quick? What? Producer, I would like him to speak on that mic because that mic, if he speak. Remember he cut him off. Turn the power on real quick. But it sounds way better, right? So then we both agreed, and I was like, okay, Brian Blake. This is cool. Okay. Sounds good. So, Mr. Blake, I want you to say something on the mic real quick for him. Unplugged because it's big. Yeah, unplugged. Okay, so but that's how we came up with it. So we kind of chopped up his real name versus what he had on Instagram. So we both just agreed that this
sounded best. And we've been rocking with Brian Blake, and we love it. It rolls off the tongue.
And you know what? It sounds good. It sounds like a star. And I wanted him to, because I know he know his handles and stuff like that. I wanted him to actually say that, and people would hear it and I can chop it up. But we're gonna do that later. But I think you got something with that name. That name itself.
His ass can sing too.
I'm about to get to that. So if he have a great name and he has an image, being real, looking at him, I see it. I see it. You know what I mean? I know artists when I see them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know I can see a star. I can see somebody had that it factor about him. He got something about him where people like, what does he do? You know? And I thought he was a rapper. You told me.
Everybody thinks that, but that's how I told you. That's our secret weapon is that everybody thinks he's a rapper.
That's gonna
you know. And then they hear him sing, they're like, "Oh shit!"
That's gonna mess him up. Like I said, I want to work with you. I want to do some things with you. I have something in mind. Also, me and my partner Wood. He had Capital Magazine. He's Capital Magazine. Be in the streets all the time. That's how I met him. Yeah. And we clicked up in the pandemic, and we got this place. We got one little studio room over there. Next thing you know, I said, man, I want more rooms. I got this room, and then I got other rooms in there. Then we got the other side. The guy that was hating on us, and then we ended up getting the side. We was like, yo, we gonna get your side.
I'm not the guy that was hating on us.
Yeah, man. So but at the end of the day, and I'm seeing the fruits of our labor and our hard work, because it's like people like you coming in here blessing us. You feel me? Like it's an honor and a pleasure. Like I'm ecstatic. Like I'm like Brian. Yo, Jamal, when we dropping this, You know what I mean?
Me off every time.
You know what we gonna do? And honestly, and this is raw and uncut. We gonna flip it up. And stuff like that, because like there's some good jewels in here, and like, oh my God, we got to get a part 2 with Brian, because we gonna find out how he got this name, because you gave
it's not first, from him.
He said, but he
was fine with the Blizzle or whatever it was.
With Bizzle. Brian Blake.
Bizzle.
Yeah. You do. You see, you were already working.
Cheers to that, because that was crazy.
Yeah, that's great. So definitely look out for Brian Blake. Definitely look out for that Summer Jam.
DMV Summer Jam 2026.
2026.
Studio be open to the public soon.
Oh, okay. Studio coming open for the public.
Yeah.
And what else you got going on?
I don't need shit else right now. Okay. Like the studio is a lot. I can't wait to drop Brian's album. You know. When
is it coming?
Q1.
Okay.
That's my word.
Okay.
He's probably pissed.
Okay.
Because they want to drop all the time. But Brian's album be out in the beginning of the new year. When the time is right. Pinky's album is still in my vault. We never dropped it. Okay. We still under Rock Nation with Pinky. Her baby's due in January, so we'll see. Okay. Where she at? That's something else that's next. I mean, it's not done. It's still just pending. I'll be back with DMV Summer Jam 2026. I'm still consulting. I don't advertise this, so y'all hear it here first. I'm still consulting. I still do artist development and talent development, and that's I'll leave it right there for right now.
All right. Well, it was an honor and a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
I hope this is not the last time. I'm hoping this is the beginning of something beautiful. I honestly appreciate you and Mr. Brian Blake. What you said, Blizzy? What was it?
No, we
okay.
But before I head out, bro, shout out to the whole MGE, like my whole team. Like shout out to Squirrel, that's my partner in everything I do. Like everything that I do, I love that nigga to death. Okay. He definitely pushes me, and he young as shit, but he pushes me. Like he tests me and pushes me. So shout out to Brian, Trail, Z Wayne, Mari, Kai, Jizzle. Who I'm missing? A-Town, man. A-Town doing this big one right now. Like, shout out to the whole MGE and everything we got going on with the label. Because we about to stomp the fuck down. Just saying. We are.
Man. Pop your shit.
We are.
Thank you. And this is Bzell, Next2Flex Podcast, man. Up close and personal with Miss Debbie. Man, y'all catch me later on. We out. I appreciate you.